How's it going, guys and gals? My name is Beckett, and welcome back. Welcome back to yet again another video where I sit down in front of my computer and take a look at the channel over the year. Now, it's going to be a little different to the last 2 years, simply due to the fact that I was an absolute idiot. Let's just say, I recorded the first section of the video. I had to stop because I was running out of storage space to do it all with, and took a pause before I started doing it again. During the pause, I thought it would be a good idea to have another go at trying to fix my OBS that have been having some issues lately. I fixed the problem, but in fixing that problem, I created other problems. Other problems which resulted in basically me giving up on the original idea for this video, deleting all the files that I'd spent so much time trying to make happen, and just, try one last time. And this is a much more trimmed down version. I'm not going to show anything, I'm not going to record the screen, nothing. I'm just going to sit here and talk about the stuff, and things might pop up on the screen for you to look at as well as this goes on. So, 2023. What a year. What a year in many ways. For me though, it's been, especially in the last, say, like the later half of the year, somewhat chaotic. This year, my creativeness has been a lot more active. I've been wanting to create a lot more, just create a lot more entertainment-based stuff, like cinematics and everything else. I wanted to create a lot more of that. I've also been working heavily on the Star Trek Morningstar stuff, so that's also been taking a lot of my time. And that's all. And that's only the two things that obviously, cinematic stuff covers a wider range of video series that I have, but that's the general gist. I've been creating a lot more than recently. But for mainly cinematics alone is why my YouTube life has been very chaotic as of late. I've started a lot of stuff this year. I've learned a lot of stuff this year. I've had a lot more opportunities for different things this year. Although I have discovered, I think I made a discovery that I think the reason why I've been struggling a bit with content lately is because I've been wanting to make cinematics, but one problem I have with cinematics that I'm having is that I've used all the good music stuff for past videos, and I can't find the right music I want for new stuff, so I can't really so it takes more time to find the right stuff, and therefore video files sit around for longer, video projects are set up for longer, and it just keeps piling up. That, and the fact that it's very repetitive stuff. It takes a lot of time and effort to make those short, 3 to 5 minute cinematics. And when you're doing all that effort repetitively, one project after the next, that then starts to weigh down a bit. And it's also why I focus so much on finishing those. I forget to do things like, do what this channel was made for, play games. I wanted to do. Of all the games I've played this year, and some series I've started, I've been saying I want to play more of this game, I want to continue on this series and that stuff, but I haven't, because I've been preoccupied with cinematic stuff that's draining my energy. But yeah, so working on gonna make that YouTube New Year's resolution. Focus a lot less on the cinematic stuff and do a lot more gaming stuff. But that's a basic overview. Let's get into the details, shall we? So this year we started off, I'd say, rather strongly with the Longest John's gig at Thekla that I recorded. It was a gig that happened, I think, in December the previous year, and I managed to get it edited together in time to decide to go, you know what, let's upload this on the 1st of Jan or whenever it was I uploaded it. I was a good one. I enjoyed that quite a lot. And I'd say it was a good video to start the year off with. You can never go wrong with a bit of sea shanties. Continued video series. What series of videos have I continued on with this year? Pretty much a lot of the classics, I'd say. I've been doing a lot. Middle ground has continued. I've even branched off a few places and done a few different Jubilee video series. I did a bit of Ask Them Anything, which was I'm a flat earther, ask me anything. The premise of that was not like Middle Ground, where they try and find the middle ground between two different like subjects or topics. It's literally one. It's a person believes in one topic completely. A person is a supporter or a believer or has knowledge and believes in the category of a certain subject, and then general members of the public, I assume, come in and they blindly ask this person questions and everything else, and they get their answers. And we also had and the second new one we had was Mask Off, which was the premise that the contestants sit in this large room. And behind each person's, they're all walking with masks on. They sit down, and the room goes dark, and they take the masks off. The idea is that their identities are meant to be anonymous, so they can say whatever they want. They can give their answers to the prompts as freely and as honest as they can, without fear of being judged and directly affected by it. Which I thought, in this day and age, when people are criticized heavily for what the opinions that they have and everything else, and when it's a good sort of method to try and break that sort of tension. And there are some people who say what they want anyway, and they don't give a fuck what people think, which I envy those people, because I wish I could do that. And then I wrote something I recorded a few weeks ago now, but this project's gonna be uploaded next year. Was a video on Odd One Out. If you're not familiar with Odd One Out, yeah, I mean, again, it's pretty self-explanatory. The premise of Odd One Out is they bring in a group of people that have the beliefs. Have the same or the similar beliefs on a topic, although one person is a fake believer and they believe something different. And the idea is that the people there that they haven't met prior to this, they don't know what's going on prior to anything else. They're just given the prompts and they're supposed to figure out who the odd one out is just throughout the course of the video. But that's all the Jubilee stuff I've done. Which has been rather fun. Always a good day when I get to watch a Jubilee video. Always a very informative and educational. The music videos have been in full swing. I've created a few good ones this year. I did some soundtrack stuff. I did some Mission Impossible music videos. I did a couple of Longest Johns and Colin McGuinness mashups. There was So there was the first one there was the one that kind of blew up overnight, and I didn't realize that until I got home from work the following Monday of uploading the video, to realize what the fuck was going on. That was the We Shall Sail Together mashup. That was insane. It wasn't my most viewed, but it was the quickest to get that as popular as it did. Because with Enemy, it did well, but it wasn't until like halfway through the year, give or take, that they just went wham and bloody hell, sorry about that. They just went wham and blew up. So that was fun. There was also a Binks Brew, Binks No Shake or something like that. with the Johns and Colin McGuinness. It was and there was also, I think the final one of this year I got with them was the Hoist the Colours, which was that was a good one. That was good. Also, there was also the Poor Man's Poison, video I did of Hell's Coming With Me. What else was there? There was also Alessandra's Queen of Kings matchup I got in, and then there was the first ever actual not mashup video, but actual music video I made of the Cooper Allen To The Bar song. That was a good one to do. It was. I probably could have filmed it at a different day though, because the day I filmed that video, it was really hot. Like, it was like what, 25 degrees or more maybe. And there's me in like a red checkered t-shirt, flannel thing, and a denim jacket. It was not fun. And that video was inspired by a TikTok video that I made due to my obsession with that song. It was a bit mental. I'm gonna lie. What else was there? There's also Battlefield. I continued on with. That's always fun to do. Next up, there's also the Star Trek Online cinematic videos that I've got. I continue with that. This year I started with the USS Spyro, which was a Kirk-class battle cruiser that I got from the event campaign lockboxes, and I've got, I think, 5 or 6 more on the way. I've got so I managed to very luckily get 3 Tier 6 infinite promotion packs from the R&D thing. So from that, I got the Neo Constitution class, the Titan Enterprise G ship. I got the Stargazer class. Oh no, sorry, the Sagan class, which was Captain Rios' Stargazer. And then I also got the USS Biker Hill, which is the Freedom class, the Franklin from Star Trek Beyond. I've got the USS X-Trail, which is basically an Odyssey heavy dreadnought with the command pod sort of thing. What else is there? There's also a Galaxy class ship that I forget the name of, and I need to level up first, which is on the way. There might be more, right? I can't think of them off the top of my head right now. I think that's all of them. Next up, I continued uploading the rest of the Forza stuff, the Forza 4 stuff, all of the Cops and Robbers stuff. Don't know when we'll get back to doing that again. Although I hope we don't do it the way we did it last time. Or last time. The last ever game we played, we as we usually do, we tried to spice things up. We tried to change the rules of the game a bit, didn't we? That was hellish. The last 2 videos of Forza I uploaded was the game that we thought, because obviously previously we had it where it was one chasey and the rest were chase, or one robber and all the rest of the guys were cops. This time we tried it with two robbers and the rest of the guys were cops, and everyone else was cops. It was alright to begin with, because the first time we did it, the two robbers were in the same VC as the rest of us, so I didn't have to worry about getting different perspectives or anything, or like I didn't have to worry about catching the viewers up. Catching the viewers up on what the other team were getting up to at the same time. Then the next team went along, and then we actually went along with this time, and this time they did go into a different VC chat, and I did have to do a thing where I had to keep going in, I had to play each segment. I think I did an increment of 6 or 5 to 6 minutes each. I think some of the cops went first, but then because obviously the robbers were in the different VC chats, so we couldn't hear what was going on with them and everything else. So I had to make that a different time, a different video entirely, or edit it like it was a different video entirely. And then after every time the cops had their scene, I had to copy that same duration of time over for robbers, and then again and again and again. That was the longest video Forza video to date. Well, they are the longest Forza videos to date, and they are both the most and those last 2 are the most complex to do. It was chaotic as fuck. That wasn't the only reason I didn't like it. I also didn't like it because I like to play. I like playing Forza Cops and Robbers because I like a thrill factor. It's the same thing I've had for all my years of living so far, when I've done games of tag or hide and seek or manhunt, all that sort of stuff. I like I get a thrill when I'm hiding from someone. I'm trying to get to somewhere else, and I'm trying to not be found. I get a thrill of it from it. When it became 2 people, they kind of split that attention, and then it didn't become as fun anymore, because you have the knowledge that not everyone's looking for just you, you're looking for someone else as well, and that wasn't all that's not as fun. It's the thrill of the chase though that gets you going. That's what it is. It's the thrill of the chase. But yeah, that was that. Hopefully I can do some more with you guys again at some point. We do plan to. We keep saying we will, but we never. Nothing actually comes of it. So that was that. There was more PUBG as well. I've got more videos of that coming. I just haven't got around to editing yet. Then there was the Sealed Knot that continued on this year. This time and this year we started with the Seeded Monmouth. And that was a first for me in a few different ways. One way was that it was the first time I'd driven myself to an event, which then also made it possible for me to drive myself then to the Bristol Long John's gig at the Bristol Folk Festival. Very convenient. It was a first for me because I was able to. It was a first proper like field test of my then new Sony Cybershot that I got for my birthday. Well, that was and what a splendid piece of kit this thing is. It's a good like starting camera, I'd say. I mean, I didn't start with it, but it's a good like it's a camera that you can use for a lot of like YouTube vlogging stuff, and you can use for like a while, and it will not fail you. So yeah, recommended. And it was also a first because I was at that point then omitted into the Sealed Knot photographer group, so I can get a lot more better shots for the videos for you guys. So yeah, that's good. And after that we had, I think it was the Siege of Gloucester. I think. Yeah, there was a Siege of Gloucester. So I did 3 videos this year. I think I did. One was the Siege of Gloucester, one was the Monmouth, and the other one was the Master Memorial. Yeah. But there was some good mustard there were. Now the next thing I put in continued video series because the first video I made of this series, I made it I think at least 2 years ago at this point. 2021, around that sort of time. Because 2021 was when I uploaded the Star Trek when Lindsay Sterling Roundtable Rival AMV. This year was when I uploaded another AMV, but it was the SWAT AMV. The SWAT AMV that was heavily inspired by the YouTube channel named Clutch Official, because again, all credit to them. They were the ones that did have SWAT and the song Hit the Road Jack by Two Way, or Zwei, as it might now realize it's called. I wanted to give it a go, but I had different ideas of different like scenes and shots I could put in there. So yeah, and that was a very fun video to make. I enjoyed that quite a lot. I uploaded the last 2 episodes of the Human Fall Flat that I recorded. They were fun ones to do. And there was also the continued TikTok compilations that I've uploaded. And yeah, that's all the continued video series. I mean, I might be missing some stuff, so if I am, I'll put up in like listings here. But with the continued video series done, we will now move on to the series that I started this year. The first on this list we have Onward. Now, admittedly, I only did 2 episodes of this, but it's still technically a series of 2 videos that I did. I started them because I was excited to play. I wanted to document my first time playing a VR shooter. It was good. It was good fun, but the type of content that I make and the type of editing that I do, and the way that I make and edit videos, Onward is a little bit of a difficult game for me to make and record and make entertaining. I mean, it might be entertaining for you, but I didn't see it's entertaining in the same way that a lot of like popular, like quick, fast-paced videos are these days. So I did 2 episodes and I gave up in the end. I might do some more, maybe, if I can figure out a way to do it better. But if not, I'm probably not going to continue on. The next game. Now this isn't one I started, but it's a game that I added to a current series that I'm doing. Battlefield 4. I added Battlefield 4 to my repertoire of Battlefield games I play on the channel. It's one that I played back when I was a kid. It's one that I stopped. I can't remember. I played it for a few years and I stopped. And after that, I didn't play shooters for a while, I don't think. And then I started a game with Battlefield 1, then 5, then that, and then 2042. And it was between 5 and 2042 that I was like, I need to get Battlefield 4 back, because it's a game I remember playing and I miss. and I got the game back last Christmas. Last Christmas, and it felt the exact same that it did playing that game when I was younger. So, looking to bring more videos of that to the channel. Again, there may only be a 2 video series so far, but I did start a couple of videos on Reddit 50/50. The first one I did because I'd never done it before, and I wanted to give it a try, see what it was like, how bad it could really get, and my fucking god, it can really get bad. And I thought that the first time I did it, that'd be it. Only to find out that Yan wanted to have a go. I thought he wanted to have a go generally because he wanted to like give it a shot. But no, he just wanted to, well, partly yes, but mainly because he wanted to laugh at how much I squeal, I like cringe at things. So yeah, fun videos, I don't know. Entertaining, probably. Moving on from that, next up we have edits. Now the edits, for those of you who don't know, were a series of videos I started after the first one I did a video on. It was a mix between the GTA Online Last Dose mission, where you have to fly a plane into the back of a plane mid-air, and mixing that up and putting over that a mashup I did of Mission Impossible. Because I got the inspiration because I was playing the Last Dose at the time, and the Mission Impossible theme came up whilst I was doing it, and I was like, this sounds cool. I wonder what it would sound like, what it would be like if I actually put it over, like synced it up properly. I made that video, and that was the start of the edits, the edit series, which was kind of like a spam series. They are low effort videos. Sorry, low effort videos where I just take the visuals of one thing, the video part of one thing. I stick a music or something over that over it to make it give a different make it sound cool, or just give it a different feel, or whatever. Cinema, like a creative inspiration. It's a bit like, This series is like it was both a spam series and a creative inspiration series. Where if I had a good little idea, I just did it. And the edits are a direct link to how I started the next item on the list, which is the GTA cinematics. Because the first GTA cinematic that I probably did was of the agency work rescue operation, and again I was playing that mission just casually with the James Bond theme in the background, and I thought, oh well, this sounds cool, I want to put it over it, but I want to actually make it a bit more like, I want to put a bit more effort into this one. I want to make it actually look cool as well as sound cool. And that one then led me on to realizing that I can actually, because before this I tried making like a GTA cinematic before, but I could never really properly work the Rockstar editor. After this video I realized I could, so I made the track videos, basically videos that I did where like my Star Trek Online cinematic videos, where I showed off in a cinematic way and introduced what new ships that I'd get. I would show off the new cars, and I would show off new cars that I got by taking them, flashing them around the track and making them into like a cinematic showcase video. And due to my knowledge with that, is when I then, when the Albany Brigham came out, I got bored one time. I wanted to just make a short cinematic of it, and that video that I made, that short cinematic video that was released literally this Saturday just gone. The next video in line that just affirmed my belief that I can actually make the cinematics. So I had a brainwave one day, and then I thought to myself, let's try and make cinematic edits of entire missions. Let's just record myself doing entire missions but with like just cinematic camera angles. And so I did that, and that's how that came about. But like I said at the start, I need to like slow down on them, because me wanting to make them uses up all my energy when I can't finish them properly, and then it doesn't leave space for other videos that I could be making instead. So I'm gonna make those as more of like a background sort of video series. But I'll still make them. I'll still upload them, but not as often. After that, we've got Star Trek Bridge Command. That's similar to Battlefield 4. It's a game that I was wanting to get for a while, and it was just a thing of I didn't have the availability to buy it at the time I wanted it. But eventually, there was a time where I didn't have many monetary responsibilities, and I had enough of it, so I thought, let's buy the game. It is as good as I imagined it would be when I started playing it. And again, it's a game that I wanted to continue playing, but I just haven't. Other things have taken up my time with it, so I haven't been able to do it. But it is something I plan to continue on. And then again, with Star Trek Resurgence. This game series was the game series that I'd heard about. Well, I actually talked about it at the start of 2022. It was a game that I heard was originally going to come out then, but not much had been heard about it. So, but that game that game was the one game that for the longest time I tried to not get backlogged on. I tried to keep up to date. I failed, but I was doing pretty well for a while. But I will get back to that at some point when I get back to recording games again. After that, we had the Eurovision Song Contest reaction series. That reaction series was started because I originally didn't understand what I didn't have any opinion of it to begin with. I thought it was like one of those things that all like the popular people watch. It was one of those like reality TV shows. I was severely mistaken, and after I'd watched a bit of it one night, I got insanely hooked to the point where I've created what is at the moment a 4-part and continuing video series, reaction series to all of the Eurovision Song Contest winners. And yes, that is literal all. I went back to the start in 1956, and it's been a very interesting series, purely based on the fact of how music genres and popular music tastes changed over the years. It's been really fascinating to watch. Next up, we got the RC videos. Every one of those has been fun to make. And also, I started off doing them just off video, just testing it out, running it in, see how it went, just casually. After that, I went down to a local large wood of mine, Greyfield Wood, and I did a video on that. That was really fun to do. And then obviously recently I've been uploading the videos from my latest RC shenanigans, which to begin with, they are the videos from I think November, I think it might be early in November or like late October time, when Jan came down to here, my house, and we went around the area and found some RC places to do some stuff there. And there's more of that on the way. I've got the fourth and final video we made that weekend to upload coming. And there's one video that's still being put together. I just need to find the right music for it. After that, we have Titanic VR. That was a good one. That was very good. And when I say very good, like not only it was like most games I have fun playing, but that experience, like the experience mode on Titanic VR, where it puts you as like a passenger on board the Titanic the night it sank. And just the visuals and the animations and the way the ship goes down and just everything. That entire game in VR is spectacular, and it is something that you can watch videos of it, and it's like, oh, that looks really like intense. You do not understand what it looks like or how it feels or how it makes you feel. You won't understand how the person you're watching is feeling until you actually get that game and go into that experience yourself. Because I watched Jacksepticeye play it when I first which gave me the inspiration to buy and play it myself. I almost checked out to play it, and I was like, and I was like, oh, that looks really impressive. I was speechless when I actually got into it, and as well as that, like Titanic, as I don't know if I mentioned this before. Well, I would have mentioned this in that video, but Titanic has been a thing that I've been fascinated with for all my life. Like, all like the big like history thing, like all like the big catastrophe history events that have happened, like Titanic and like 9/11 and everything else. They fascinate me. Because that sort of thing of like, it's something that there's not much knowledge about, and it's something that's happened in the past, and you just want to, and it's sort of thing of how would that have been, what would that have like felt like if he was actually there to experience it. And Titanic has been one of the longest running fascinations I've had over my life, and to be able to sort of rekindle that interest in the form of VR was amazing. And like many other things on this list, I intend to go back and do a couple other videos on that, because there are other modes that I haven't tried yet. After that, we've got Demonologist, which was a 3-part series. Because we stopped playing that now, because now we're on the. So you may have noticed this, but our friend group doesn't like jump to and from games willy-nilly and stuff. We have phases. The first phase that I had with the guys was Phasmophobia. We played that for ages. I think that's my longest running game series with the guys I have on the channel. After that, I think then came Among Us. Well, there were a couple of games in between that were a thing. Oh no, there were a couple of games that the guys played that I didn't play. Purely because I couldn't get at the time. Then there was Demonologist. That sort of replaced Phasmo. But after Demonologist, now we're on Baldur's Gate, and there are, as I said, there's going to be a lot of videos of Baldur's Gate coming. I've got what 4 or 5 video files, 3 hours long of Baldur's Gate. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of it. And that is all of the series I started, which is a lot, but it's been fun. It's good to shake things up every now and then. Next up on the next section is singular videos. The first up is the Miniature Wonderland video. Now this video I wanted to make because the Miniature Wonderland has a special place in my heart, because it's a place that I've been to, I'm pretty sure, flawlessly every single time I've been to Germany. Originally it was my dad, me and my brother that went to Germany every summer holiday, for as long as I can remember. And originally it was not only just for dad to go home and go back to his home country, but also to go home and see his parents for a few weeks or for a week or two. Unfortunately, then unfortunately my German grandparents died. Well, no, my German granddad died first, so we kept going over and to see our German grandma. And then after that, my German granddad died. No, but then after that she died. And then we just kept going. We just kept going over because it was something we done all the time. And not only that, but it was a holiday that my dad and my stepmom wanted to make as well, because they had a lot of, like, I'll say romantic memories and some very special times for those two in Germany. Because German was that my dad was German. It was a part of him, and so my stepmom cared for that a great deal. So we just carried on going there every year, along with my stepbrother as well. Unfortunately, we had to stop. I think I want to say like 2018, 2019, maybe. I can't remember, but it was quite a large stint when there was a large stint of a few years when we did not go to Germany. We planned to go to Germany again, I think around 2019, 2020 again, but then COVID hit, so we couldn't for a couple of years. And then I think it was late 2020 through to early 2021 that my dad had unfortunately became rather ill. But he became rather ill with a very nasty and horrible disease, and unfortunately, early 2021 he did pass away because of it. and then it's only been, and then it was 2 years later, now this year, or 1 year later, depending on how you look at it, that we were able, we were like, right, okay, let's go back to Germany and let's make a regular trip. And I didn't really get into YouTube stuff properly until like 2022, maybe, or 2021, maybe, give or take. Whenever I got my computer and stuff, so it was unlikely that I would have done a lot. I didn't even have a proper film camera either, so I wouldn't have done any video stuff in Germany anyway. So when we went there this year, the one thing I wanted to do was, among other things, was to go to the Miniature Wonderland and record under a video, but make a video of it. The Miniature Wonderland is a good video. To make, because obviously it's a thing that I can go to as many times as many times as I can go there again and again and again. I can never get bored of it. I share like my brother's and my dad's interest for like model things and model railway stuff. So yeah. After that was the Star Trek Twitter post. The what Star Trek opinion will leave you in this situation. This one was purely just done because I saw this post and I saw some of the retweets. And I just wanted like to document these tweets and give my thoughts on them and stuff. That's basically what that was. We also had the old Trek versus new Trek, the video that basically compares old Trek to new Trek and why some fans are don't vibe with the new stuff. And that was a good video to do. I learned quite a bit on that video. I was very informative. And then the last one on the singular videos was part of the music videos, but I put it in again because it was the first for me for my channel. It was a medley of a select number of Star Trek Picard season 3 tracks that I liked and I wanted to put together. The third season of Picard was amazing, and the soundtrack was absolutely to die for, and all the music in that season was just beautiful, and after I heard, I could not put it into a video. I did then make I have made another one, and it's a medley of some songs from the Japanese anime Space Battleship Yamato, which getting into that of how I got into being obsessed with that is way too fucking long. Because this whole thing is about a quick run through of the year, not what I did earlier. But basically, I made a medley of it, but for some reason, even though there's so many other videos on YouTube of Space Battleship Yamato from different users, for some reason I couldn't upload that thing. For some reason, I don't understand why, but it didn't let me, so I gave up on the end. But yeah, so yeah, sorry if I'm starting to get a bit too fast. I'm getting a bit annoyed at this point. I'm quite tired. I've been trying to make this video. I was trying to make the previous version of this video for like the whole of last week, and it's been getting on my fucking nerves. So, but yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. But I hope this video was good. I hope I enjoyed it. I might do it this way again next year. This was a lot more of an easier video to make. Depends on how things go next year. So yeah, that's all for that video, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. It's been a great year, and I really enjoyed it. It may not sound like it right now, but I have. Sincerely, I've enjoyed this year. I've enjoyed what I've made, and I hope that next year brings many more happy memories for this channel. So yeah. And on that note, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, leave a comment, and be sure to check out not only every other video on the channel that I've had over this year and over the course of the channel's history, but also don't forget to subscribe to the channel Sergeant Beckett as well. Also in the description there's a link to my Linktree. That is all from me for this year. But you do get one more video from the channel later on today at 6 PM, which will be the usual video montage of the most viewed videos over the year. For me, for now, all I've got to say is thank you all again so much for watching. I shall see you next year. Adios.